History has a way of forging leaders in the crucible of challenge, and few were shaped by more defining moments than John F. Kennedy. Born into a prominent family, his early years were marked by privilege, but also by a profound sense of duty. This calling was tested in the fires of World War II, where as a young naval officer in the Pacific, his PT-109 boat was rammed and sunk by a Japanese destroyer. Despite grave injuries, Kennedy led his surviving crew members to safety through treacherous waters, an act of heroism that foreshadowed the resilience he would later show on the world stage. This ordeal didn't just earn him a medal, it forged in him a deep understanding of conflict and a resolve to pursue peace. His return from the war marked the beginning of a meteoric rise in American politics. Kennedy's charisma, intellect, and youthful energy captivated the nation. He served first in the House of Representatives and then the Senate, honing his political skills and developing a vision for a more prosperous and just America. In 1960, he embarked on a historic presidential campaign, facing down questions about his youth and his Catholic faith. His televised debates with Richard Nixon showcased his confidence and wit, ultimately leading to one of the narrowest election victories in U.S. history. As the 35th president, he stood before the nation and introduced his ambitious New Frontier, a call to action for a new generation of Americans to tackle the challenges of poverty, inequality, and the looming threat of the Cold War. Kennedy's presidency was a whirlwind of high-stakes crises and bold initiatives. The world held its breath during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, a tense 13-day standoff with the Soviet Union that brought humanity to the brink of nuclear war. Through masterful diplomacy and steady nerves, Kennedy navigated the crisis, averting catastrophe and setting a new course for Cold War relations. On a different front, he channeled American idealism into the creation of the Peace Corps, a volunteer program that sent young citizens across the globe to assist developing nations. At home, he confronted the nation's moral crisis of racial discrimination, championing the cause of civil rights and laying the groundwork for landmark legislation that would follow. His vision extended beyond Earth itself. In a bold challenge to the nation, Kennedy declared that America should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. This ambition galvanized the Apollo space program, a monumental endeavor that would redefine the limits of human achievement. Yet, tragically, Kennedy would not live to see his dream realized. His presidency was cut short by an assassin's bullet in Dallas, Texas, on November 22, 1963. This shocking event plunged the nation and the world into mourning. But in his brief time in office, John F. Kennedy had inspired a generation and left an enduring legacy of hope, public service, and the audacious belief that humanity could reach for the stars. History is forever marked by his call to ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.